Hi there, Tim Bauer here from LiveVideoGuitarLessons.com with the practice tip of the day. This one is for the advanced player, and this is a continuation in our series on working different voicings of dominant seventh chords into our blues work, into our, we use them as accents with our leads and to accent our rhythm chord progressions as well. Alright, so the first video was dealt with just some standard fingerings for seventh chords, and today I want to deal with some kind of non-traditional fingerings. And I'm going to work in the key of C. So I'm looking for C7 chords. Alright, so I'm going to use them. I like to work with 2 or 3 at a time. Today we're going to work with 2. This one's kind of a fairly easy fingering. And this one has an implied root. There's no C note in here. That's that B flat, that's my dominant 7th. That's my E, that's my 3rd. And it has a G on the top, that's my 5th. No root, but it serves as the root, you know, in the chord progression. Alright, so the other one we're going to work with, we're going to come up here and we're going to do this one. This is the 9th fret, by the way. This one does have a root. That's my C note in the 10th fret here on the 4th string. So that's my C. That's my 3rd. That's an E note and on the 3rd string. And that's another E note here on the 1st string in the 12th fret. And that's my dominant 7th B flat note. This one doesn't have a 5th, but we can do without the 5th. It still has that strong dominant 7th sound that we want. Okay, the fingering for this one's a little awkward, at least to me. It doesn't feel like, if you're used to making a lot of non-traditional chords, like a lot of big chords, you know, that have a lot of different shapes to them, then it's probably going to be a problem for you. If you're just used to playing a lot of standard chords, this one kind of feels a little bit funny. At least it does to me. You know, the fingering is a little bit awkward. Not bad once you get used to it. Alright, so to get used to it, I would suggest you do this little exercise. Alright, so we're not going to worry about changing chords or anything. I'm just going to play my C and just get used to catching that chord in there. So, and do that as many times as it takes. Might as well do the other one too. Just kind of get used to those. And then, you know, once you get used to where you can throw the chord in there pretty easily, then kind of, you know, work your leads in there. You know, kind of keep some rhythm going for yourself. So anyway, and I just did that for a second. I'm not playing a concert here. But that's the idea. You want to just kind of get used to that chord and go back and forth between the chords. And as we, in upcoming videos, I'll be shooting more voicings. I always find it's better not to work with, you know, sometimes people try to learn like, you know, 6 or 8 at the same time. It just takes forever because, you know, a lot of these you have dominant 7th chords all over your guitar. And a lot of them are kind of non-traditional fingerings. And for me, when I try to bite off too much, it slows me down. I get frustrated. It slows me down to the point that it actually, I learn the whole thing slower than if I just kind of work with a couple at a time and get used to them. So anyway, that's what I'm doing in this video series. Alright, so anyway, just kind of use those and just kind of, you know, keep some rhythm for yourself and just kind of pop those in there where where you'd be playing the tonic chord in the chord progression. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Thanks for tuning in for this practice tip. Tune in again tomorrow for another one. Oh, and keep an eye on the website, www.livevideoguitarlessons.com. I'm not sure how many different voices. I'm going to shoot a few videos, probably dealing with, you know, 2 at a time. And I'm not sure how many different voicings I'm going to use, but after I finish, I'm going to chart out all the different chords that we talked about in the whole series, and I'll upload them up to the website as a PDF file, and you can just download all the charts. And it'll be under the Study Aids tab. So anyway, that'll be up there in, I don't know, a week or 2, I guess. Depending on how many of these I shoot. So, alright, well, thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you next time.